I think we are going to look at 3 of them: monophthong, diphthong, triphthong. Then we do our interview, and that's going to be the end. Please, the idioms, okay? The material for idioms you have in the lesson notes. Study them, learn the idioms you have there. Please, you guys should not disgrace me. I've given you guys everything you need. So ensure you study those idioms. You have everything in the material, okay? Idioms and their meanings. All right, those are commonly repeated idioms. If you look at the past questions I sent to you, you are going to see many of those idioms repeated. All right, so don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. So looking at monophthong and diphthong, triphthong. So we are going to look at monophthong first. Monophthong. All right. This originates from 2 words, which is mono and thong. All right. Thong. Mono means what? Same. All right. Then thong means what? Sound. All right. Okay. Sound. So what does this mean? Same sound. That's what monophthong means. All right. Same sound. So monophthong is a word that have the same sound. It's usually known as, it has one sound. Same or one sound. It's usually known as pure vowel. The word is usually with a pure vowel sound. Okay, just one sound, one pure vowel sound. All right. So while you are pronouncing a monophthong, your mouth stays in one position. One position. Your mouth never move past that same position. Just one position. Your mouth never move past that one position. For example, let me give you words that are monophthongs. All right. For example, they are pure vowel sound. Writing them in oral English, we write it like this: E. This is E, right? Then we put this. So anytime you see this in oral English, these 2 dots like this, one up, one down, 2 vertical dots like this, it means that you should stress the pronunciation. You should what? You should draw it. You should long pronounce it. That's what it means. So this E, we are going to long pronounce it. That's what this means. Okay, so this is pronounced as a C. This is C. Okay, C. C. Can you see? My mouth remains in the same position. C. C. That's what? A monophthong. Another example is this one. Like capital letter I. And this one is pronounced as sit. All right, very short. No drawing of the E. That's why you don't have this double dot. Another one is E. Another short one again. No drawing. Pen. Another one is cat. Can you see? My mouth remains in the same position. Okay, cat. No drawing. It's pronounced as cat. E and A mixed together is pronounced as cat. Cat. Okay, pronounced as cat. All right, cat. Cat. All right, pure vowel sound. Okay, one syllable. Okay, it's pronounced. Monophthong is you pronounce just one syllable. They are pure vowel sound. Your mouth remains in the same position. One syllable. All right, pure vowel sound. Kit. Remember, we are talking about the vowel sound. Okay. Another one is the R for the father. Put these 2 dots, vertical dots. That's father. All right. Fa. Remember, is the vowel sound we are concentrating on. Father. All right. So these are monophthongs. All right. Now let's look at diphthong. All right. Here for diphthong. Diphthong. Okay. Di means what? 2. Okay. Thong means what? Like we said before, tongue means what? Sound. So 2 sounds. It means that this one has 2 sounds. And when you are pronouncing this one, they are not known as pure vowel sound. Okay? They are not known as pure vowel sound. When you are pronouncing this one, we glide smoothly from one vowel sound to another. So there are 2 vowel sounds involved here. This one is just one vowel sound. Okay? One sound. One vowel sound here. For mono, tongue, one sound. But for here, we have 2 vowel sounds and you are going to glide through it smoothly. You might even do it. You have been doing it without knowing. Now, let me show you. These are the examples. One thing that you have to note when pronouncing diphthong is that your mouth changes direction. While you are pronouncing it, your mouth moves towards more than one direction. Your mouth can't stay in one position when you are pronouncing it. All right? And everything still counts as one syllable. Okay? Everything counts as one syllable. Both the monophthong, the diphthong, the triphthong, everything is pronounced as one syllable. Even the diphthong and the triphthong that you have to glide through. You have to glide through different vowel syllables. different vowel sound, I mean to say, because it's one syllable, it's still seen and pronounced as one syllable. Now let's look at examples of diphthong. First example of diphthong is this one, E and I. Okay, E and I. So no drawing here. We are not drawing anything. Okay, E and I. So we are not drawing anything, no steady pronunciation. It's just and I. So we are going to say they. Okay, they, a. Is for this Y is for E, a. All right, a, they. Okay, another example is you can see the slide from A towards E, they. Your mouth can't remain in the same position. It must glide smoothly through two positions. They, that's diphthong. All right, another example is A and I. All right, no drawing of sound. This one is my. All right, my. Okay, that's ma, a, then E. From A to E. The next one is which do we have next? We have boy. All right, oi. If you see this thing like C that curves like this, just know it's oi. It mimics the shape of the mouth when you are pronouncing it. Oi, the curve. So boy. You have boy here. Boy. That's O and what? E. Okay, oi. Then the next we have here is we have A and U, then E and U. Something like A and U. This kind of U. Your mouth assumes this shape when you pronounce this parts of this vowel. Okay, ow, ow, ow. So what we are going to put here is gow. Okay, or now, ow, ow. So let's put now. That's ow. Now. Glides through two sounds, but still pronounced as one syllable. The next one is what? Eo. All right, eo, as in what? Gil. Okay, this is pronounced as what? Gil. Okay, that's E and L. Gil. Or it can be pronounced as Gao. Okay, like this. Gao. Either you pronounce it Gao or Gil. Okay, so that's that. Let's look at triphthong. All right, triphthong means what? Three sounds still pronounced as what? As one syllable. Three sounds pronounced as one syllable. You pronounce three sounds as what? One syllable. Three sounds pronounced as one syllable. All right, triphthong. Okay, tri stands for what? Three. Thong stands for what? Sounds. Okay, sound. So three sounds pronounced as one syllable. So your mouth, your jaw smoothly glides through three sounds that are still pronounced as one syllable. All right, let's look at an example. Okay, for example, we have a, then we have E, then we have A. Okay, that's in fire. Okay, we pronounce this A, E, A. Can you see? Aya, fire. Three glides into three sounds. Another one is tire. Another aya again. All right, taria. Aya. Another one is again is wire. Okay. Another one again is which other one can I think of? Which other one? You guys drop more in the comment section. You look for more triphthong. Practice more triphthongs. All right. Practice more triphthongs. Think of them. Think of the triphthongs. Which other triphthongs can we? Three, fire, dryer. I can just think of Okay, another one is free end. Okay, free end. E, end. Free end. Okay, free end. Okay, this one is diphthong. Free end is diphthong. Okay, free end is diphthong. Now let's look at commonly misused forms that are commonly misused in English. Okay, commonly misused forms. You have to be fast about this. These forms are commonly misused in English. Always recall in various exams. Commonly misused forms. Okay? Misused forms. All right? We misuse them. For example, we have can. What does can mean? It means that someone can do something, right? It's positive. So if you say he can drive, that means that he has the ability to drive, right? Okay. Another one is may. What does may means? Possibility, right? Permission. You can do it and you cannot do it. It's not even can. You might do it and you might as well pass it, right? That's may. It's like a condition. Okay. But you are permitted to. It's a condition. So I can say you may drive the car. So you can drive the car and as well decide not to drive the car. Another one again is shall and will. Okay, so when you use shall, usually the first person that uses shall, I can come and say I shall be there. Okay, I shall be there. Then when you are talking about the second and third person, we can now say will be there, you will be there. We now use will. You say Mary will be there, Ahmed will be there. All right, so it's always good to, though we can use both shall and will for plural. Okay, you can say we shall be there. Okay, you can say we will be there. All right, it's also correct. Another one again is remember. Remember. What does remember mean? Remember means to what? Recall. To recall something. You are recalling it on your own. That's when you use remember. For example, you can say, I don't remember what happened. It means that you can't recall what happened. But another one, recall. What does recall mean? Recall. Recall means make someone to remember. When you now make someone to remember, you use recall. Okay? Can you recall? It means, or did that make you recall? It means that something made you to remember something. Okay, that's recall. So we can say recall. Okay, we can say recall that Tinubu was sworn in 2023. But you are not going to say remember Tinubu was sworn in 2023. No, because you are trying to enable someone to remember something. So you use recall. Don't use remember when you are trying to enable someone to remember. But if you are the one that is trying to recall, you say I remember something. All right. Another one again is remind. Okay, which is also to make someone to recall. Remind is just the same thing I explained. Make someone what? Recall. Okay, make someone recall. So when you remind someone, it means that you are going there actively to make that person recall something. All right. So you make someone recall through a reminder. Remind me, make me recall, make me remember. All right. Another one here is father. Father means what? Additional distance. Okay. Additional in distance. For example, I can say Abuja is farther than Jos from Kano. Abuja is farther than Jos from Kano, or Kano is farther than Jos from Abuja. Okay, it means that Kano is farther in distance from Jos than Abuja. There's an additional distance when you are going from Kano to Jos than when you are going from Abuja. All right. Then another one again, form is further. All right. This is what? Additional. Okay, this is just additional. That's what it means. It doesn't involve distance, but further involves distance. It is distance. This one is used for distance, but this one can mean anything. You can use this one for anything. Further just means additional. For example, we have to go for further experiments. We have to what? Go for further studies. Another one again is presently. This one means what? Soon. Soon. That's what it means. Presently. Soon. Okay. So you can't be saying presently Nigeria borrowed so amount of money presently. So you are trying to say soon Nigeria borrows. No. Okay. So for that expression I just made, you can use currently Nigeria has borrowed so amount of money from World Bank and so on and so forth. So when we use presently, we can say I will be with you presently. All right. I will be with you presently. It's just like saying I will be with you soon. You see that many English, many of our grammars are not correct. Okay, we speak. So you say, I will be with you presently. It's correct. It's just like saying, I will be with you soon. So instead of it to now say presently, Nigeria borrows so amount of loan Nigeria has borrowed so amount of loan from the World Bank. Say at present, and this at present means what? It means now. Okay, now. So when you say now, it's just like saying now Nigeria has borrowed. So you can say I will be with you at present. That means I will be with you now, right now. So this one is sooner than presently when you're talking about going to be with someone. All right. Another one again is some, many, most, and all. We have to understand this very well because this is usually very common in exam, especially College of Nursing Sciences exam. Okay, most, many, some, most, many, and most. Some, most. Okay, many / all. What does some mean? Some means what? Less than half. All right, less than half. What does most mean? More than half. All right, half. What does many mean? Many. Half, about half. All right, about half. All right, then all means entire, the entire quota. All right, so when we say some of the men has been caught, some of the men have been caught, it means that less than half of them have been what? Caught. When we say most of the men have been caught, it means that more than half of them have been caught. That's more than 50% have been caught. So when we say many of them, many of those men have been caught, it means that about half or half of them have been caught. When we say all those men have been caught, it means that the entire population, the entirety, have been caught. All right. So take note of that. Okay. Another one is what? Formula / formulas. Okay, this one is plural, this one is singular. All right, plural and singular. Another one is artist and artist. Artist and artist. You can see they are of two spellings, right? This one is who? This one is what? Is sculptor or a painter. Someone who can draw, sketch, all of that. Then this one is what? An entertainer. Like musicians, you know, musicians, comedians, and so on and so forth. All right. The next is since. Okay, and for. This one is very important. Since and for. When do we use since and when do we use for? Since is the beginning. Beginning. Okay, for is a duration. How long something has lasted. That is for. You can use since for. I started my nursing journey since January. That was when the beginning of your nursing journey, right? Then you can say, I have been practicing as a nurse for over 10 years. That's the duration of your practice. The duration, the time frame of your practice as a registered nurse is what? Is over 10 years. All right? So that's that for that. Understand that. This one is length of time. This one is what? The start or the beginning. All right? We have another one, stranger. All right? Strangers and guests. Who are strangers? Strangers are unknown. Okay? Guests are invited. Guests are usually expected, but strangers are unknown. All right? So guests and strangers. Guest, stranger. Stranger, we don't know the stranger, but guest is someone we know. We are expecting the guest, okay? Like a visitor. Okay? So my father has a guest. Is someone we know. We know him. All right? My father, a stranger came to visit my father. Is someone we don't know. We have never seen that person before. Stranger. Another one is advice and advice. I already explained this one. Advice / advice. Okay. Okay, so this one is the noun form and this one is the verb form. All right. So this one is something given to someone, a piece of information. Okay. Okay, a piece of information or guidance given to someone. This one is a verb, it's an action. The action of giving this is this. The act of giving this is this. All right. As easy as ABC. I've taught you everything. I've taught you verb. I've taught you everything. So it's just for you to go and blast. That's what is remaining. The next one is character and characters. character, the one not having S, and characters. Characters. Okay? Character is your character, behavior. This one is what? Behavior. Alright? Then characters is the actors in a play, performers. Alright? Persons in a play, performers are characters, television characters. Alright? Another one is died and died. Okay? This one is very easy. Died and died. Dying is like this. Dying is like to tint, change color, right? To change color of something. This one is like what? Cease to exist. All right? Losing one's life. Okay? He died yesterday. Okay? This one, we can say he died the cloth. Purple. All right? Another one again is hunt and hunt and hunt. All right? We also have taunt. Taunt is disturbance. Okay? We have hunt, we have hunt, and we have taunt. All right? This one is what? To search for someone or something. Okay? He's hunting for what? He's hunting for rabbits. Or David was hunting rabbits. This one is an example. This one is disturbance. Both of them. Disturbance. Disturb. Okay? These two. Disturb. All right? The death of his dog will continue to haunt him. Meaning what? We continue to disturb him. The death of his dog will continue to taunt him. Meaning we continue to what? Disturb him. All right? Remember, they are verbs. All right? You can say he has been haunted by his loss. All right? He is haunted by the fear of failing examination. Okay? The fear of examination taunts him. All right? And so on and so forth. Another one here is fatal and ghastly. This one is, if not the most common mistakes made by Nigerians, both Nigerian celebrities, Nigerian TV presenters, they make this mistake a lot, especially in the news. Fatal and ghastly. Fatal and ghastly. Anything fatal, you can also have lethal here. Okay? Can also be called lethal. Lethal. Anything fatal and lethal is involving death. So death was involved. All right? Then this ghastly, serious, though is serious. Okay, serious event, but no death. No one died. So you are going to see people, someone died in a car crash or in a road accident. It's not called motor accident, it's road accident. It's the means of transportation that we use to grade accident or we use to name accident. For example, we can say air accident. Can also be called what? Plane crash. Or what? Air crash. All right, we can say road accident. Can also be called what? Car crash. We can say water accident. Can also be called what? Boat crash. Or ship crash. All right. So just like that, not motor accident too. Not motor accident. All right. So there was a road accident, or there was a. You are going to see presenters say he died in a ghastly motor accident, or let me say road accident. Let me give it this one to them, road accident. But most of them say motor accident, road accident. All right. You said die here. Now you are telling us it's ghastly. What does ghastly mean? Serious event, but no death involved. So you either put fatal road accident here, or you put what? Little road accident here. So once death is involved, you use fatal. If there is no death or serious, you use ghastly. All right. Another one is faithful and faithful. Faithful and faithful. Faithful and faithful. This one is faithful. Then this one is faithful. What does this one mean? Faithful, trustworthy. Then this one means what? Graceful, right? Sorrowful. Sorrowful. Okay, that's what it means. So when you say it's a faithful day, this spelling means sorrowful day. This faithful day is faithful, trustworthy. All right. Another one is, I think that will be all. Do well to answer the questions in the lesson notes. All right. So the next lesson and the final lesson is going to be the lesson of interview preparation, because you are going to take interview and it makes up about 40% of your grading. Okay, so don't joke with your interview. It's very easy, trust me. You know that learning becomes easier and makes more sense when you are with me. All right. So I will see you in the next class where I'm going to teach you on how to prepare your interview. Trust me, it's going to be very fast preparation for your interview. Very fast, very short. Just everything you need.